muscles for the hand and the wrist begin in the forearm. So begin up at the elbow and take deep, long strokes along the forearm, going between these two bones, the radius and the ulna. You see those long muscles in the forearm. Those go down and become the muscles that move your fingers and your wrists. And if you just drag your thumb, as if you could separate those two bones, but you also want to sort of roll those muscles off of each other. So you flex and extend the wrist, and my thumb is sort of making its way through the tendinous attachments there at the wrist. Carpal tunnel is down there. And I'm rolling that muscle off the ulna, the bone there. That's the flexor digiti minimi. It's your pinky muscle, and boy, it can really get stuck on that bone. So you really run your thumb along the bone. In between the two is a membrane connecting the two there. And the muscles attached to the membrane as well. It's like a sail cloth deep in there. So don't be afraid to try to move the wrist and get these bones to move around. The radius rotates around the ulna. It's very little there, but it does. So don't be afraid to get your thumb in there. So here we're going to get into the musculature in between the metatarsals. Sorry, metacarpals. This is, in fact, the hand. You look at that finger, that muscle attachment for the finger to the thumb. It's quite profound. So getting in there and mobilizing the tissue that's really there at the end of the metatarsal there. It's called the distal end of the metatarsal. So the tendon attaches. And there needs to be movement in here. Otherwise, there's compression, and that leads to arthritis. And so you can see the trail, the pathway for the fingers begins up at the elbow, and then get it down toward right on that met head, right on that. You can see I'm grasping the end of the bone between my index finger on the right and my thumb on the right, and just peeling and holding the bone and stretching the tendons off. Here in the hand, it gets more intricate. Lots of tendons, and the muscles are flatter and sort of hard to get. And so here you can, well, my hand goes off the video here. My fingers are in between those two bones and separating them. I like to bring my finger and my thumb together on the hand like that, like you see, and then sort of pinch it without hurting, grasp it between my fingers, and sometimes I'll twist the bone, but I'll move my hand. You see I'm rotating my right hand as well, just pulling everything like a web, pulling up and out. While inside my arm, my left arm there, I'm stretching out as I do it. Now here's the thenar, the muscle for the thumb. This is a great thing to do. Lay your forearm up, and that right hand, I'm lengthening the elbow. So it's all stretching and lengthening. There's no jamming here. My hands are very stuck, as you may or may not be able to tell here. I have a lot of scars inside of my hand due to surgery at birth. And so here the ring finger. So the ring finger and the middle finger are important to get between those two bones. I'm still here on the digiti minimi, on the mini finger, the pinky. Come up onto the finger part, the phalange. And here in the fingers, there are no muscles. So this tendinous, a lot of tendons and ligaments in here. And that's where the arthritis comes about, because the ligaments and the tendons, they really pull the joints, stick them together. So we want to pull that tissue out from the forearm, pull it out of the wrist, pull it all the way through, up and through the wrist, get it all unstuck, unkinked, get it off the side of the bone. Really massage in there. It feels delicious when you get in there. You get up under the muscle. You can try to get the thumb between the muscle and the bone. And then just pull that pinky out. And here on the ring finger. This finger, it's important this finger be able to, all of them actually, be able to rotate. This one gets stuck easily. I've got my thumb and my middle finger, and I'm sort of pinching. I'm not really pinching. It's almost like I have an M&M between my fingers, and I'm spinning it around between the two bones. Is what it sort of is. So nothing too painful. I mean, it shouldn't be painful at all. Getting between the ligaments and the tendons and separating them. There are two on either side. And here I'm pulling on my left arm. You can't really see, but I'm pulling as if I could pull a web like Spider-Man out of the palm of my hand. I'm doing that while I'm manipulating the knuckle. You see now here. I'm separating the fingers as best I can. Stretch those muscles away from each other. You can do it. Look in that picture on the anatomy. A lot of scar tissue on my finger, so making these joints move is imperative for me. Otherwise, arthritis will indeed show up. And I'm getting in between the thumb and the forefinger and wrapping around. And here, I love doing this. I pinch the nails. This feels delicious after the first time. It's as if you want to reach up under the nail and just I'm going to pull it out. And you'll feel the impact that has on the top of the finger. That goes all the way to the back line. All of this is going up to your neck and your head, cranial nerves. You really want to try to feel the base of the fingernail. Feel in your body, where does my nail begin? You can actually begin to feel it if you start to mess around with it. Open up those joints. Keep the arthritis away. Get up under that nail as if you could pull a thorn out from under the fingernail and see what happens. You'll see you get a lot of movement in the knuckles, not just the one you're working on, but you'll feel it on all of them.